Hi guys, how you doing? I ain't been here for a while. I've had a lot going on. Uh, I'll let some people come in here. If there's anybody left. Yeah, now I see somebody. But yeah, I'll get but yeah, I ain't been here for a while and me and Edna we've been busy. We had a friend passed away last week, and then Edna got sick, and then I got sick, and that's where we've been. Is both of us been sick, and I try to. Hi, T. Lee. I heard you was asking about us. Yeah, I'm glad you was, but like I said, me and Edna, we got real bad head colds, and I'm trying to drop the link for you guys. But me and Edna's feeling better now. Uh, yeah, we got one major head cold there last week, and then our friend, she passed away. She'll be missed. She was 78, but we're not really sure why she passed away. But we're better now. We're ready to go now. We're rubbing up. We're ready to go again. But I think we just wore ourselves out. Uh, at least that's what Miss Blue Moon said. We wore ourselves out. But yeah, I'm glad Teely's still here. Miss Blue Moon. That gives me somebody to talk to. But and we've been quite busy. Got a new calf the other day, so we're up to about 8 now. 8 baby calves. Chickens and turkeys growing good. Uh, but no, we I just got some cold medicine the other day and finally got my nose dried up. Uh, but uh, but I'm feeling better now. Uh, but yeah, I didn't really get too much done over the last week. I ain't even really watched anybody lately. Uh, mm, but no, I thought I'd come on here, see, let everybody know where I've been. Uh, like I said, our friend passed away, and then Edna got sick, and then I caught her head cold, and it took me about 2 or 3 days to get rid of it. I was just wore out. I think I didn't think I was ever gonna get rid of that head cold, but so what are you guys been into? But yeah, I ain't seen Papa Control or really nobody lately. Today was really the first day I got to talk to Miss Blue Moon. Uh, but she says she's doing good, and so that was good to hear from her. And I'm glad T Lee came back in here and seen us. But I could show you guys the birds, let you see what they look like now. Uh, but Yeah, I'm messing with this stupid phone. Okay, I'll get those chickens to let everybody see them. I was trying to get my screen to go up bigger. Almost forgot how to do this. Okay, give me 1 minute. Okay, I made it back. Here's the one of the turkeys. He's growing. Yeah, he's growing. He's getting pretty big. Here's one of the Rhode Island red chickens. He's getting pretty big. Here's one of the little mini chickens. They got little fur on their feet. I don't know if you can see it. They got fur all over his feet. There's them little tiny chickens. But boy, the turkeys are really growing. Yeah, they're growing pretty fast. I've been taking some mealworms and throwing in there to them, and they're really growing, especially these turkeys. These turkeys are almost 2 handfuls. I mean, they're growing fast. Yeah, the kids been holding them. They've been calming them down pretty good. You can pet them. But, yeah, I thought I'd show them chickens to you. Like I said, they're growing pretty fast. We got a pretty good mix of them. We can see there's going to be at least 2 roosters. One of the little banny miniature roosters and a black rooster. But yeah, they're growing. It's only been about 2 weeks since we got them, and heck, they're already starting to be about almost. They're here. But, yeah, they're growing pretty good. But yeah, I thought I'd bring that and show everybody the turkeys are growing. But oh yeah, you probably like the small chickens. Yeah, them little banty chickens, they don't get very tall. I think about 5 or 6 inches tall is full grown. Probably the cutest little banties. Uh, we got 3 of those turkeys. I think we might have got. They're starting to look like hens, but there might be a tom in there. I'm not sure. I think the one that we had I had shown you, he's the biggest. Plus, he's tom, but he almost. I don't know if he's a tom or a hen, but we got 4 or 5 laying hens. Uh, but they like singing and playing music, especially them turkeys. The only thing you hear beep beep beep. You hear 'em? Beep beep beep. But yeah, we got a pretty well mixture of different colors. Some of them's some of them looks like hawks. Some of them, I mean, they're all different colors. I think the white ones with feathers on their feet looks pretty neat. Uh, we did get our building tore down, our old chicken coop. Still trying to plan on what kind of new coop to put in. Uh, but yeah, yeah, I dropped a link there. Somebody wanted to come up, but like I said, we've been when our friend passed away. It made us even busier because she didn't have no insurance and had to raise some money for her, and we met the goal, and so that helped her out and her family. And but yeah, that's what we've been into. Yeah, I can still use some of the wood. I salvaged a bunch of 2x4s out of there. I'm gonna put these chickens back in the pen and I'll be right back. But no, I put them in the greenhouse there. Well, 2 or 3 days, and being in that heated greenhouse, seemed like their feathers started coming out more because it was so much warmer in there. But yeah, I know people was asking where I've been, and I thought I'd come on here. YouTube practically took my stream down, and I had to relog in all that crap. So that made a nightmare, but I got back in. Uh, did get some other work done on some other machinery while right before I got sick. I want to do some videos on some different equipment and different like backhoes and mowers and different things. And but like I said, I'm feeling better now. Uh, but yeah, I just thought I'd come on here and let everybody know where I've been. Uh, but use any of the woods. Yeah. So are you been pretty good, T. Lee? I hope everybody's been feeling good. Uh, but yeah, no, I thought I'd come on here and let everybody know where I've been. Well, I'm glad you've been feeling better. But yeah, like I said, heck, that head cold, I thought, I didn't think Edna had it that bad, and she kept saying she did, and I didn't pay no attention to her, and then I caught it, and I was like, man, you did have it bad, you gave it to me. But but yeah, but yeah, I watched a couple people last night that had shows. They Some of them talked pretty interesting on some stuff. Uh, oh, there's Miss Blue Moon. I didn't know you was back there. Sorry. You there?
I've only been back here 40 minutes, Larry.
Oh, I didn't know. I was like, where'd you go? Yeah, I didn't even see you. I told you I got freaking lazy.
You got
I
what?
forgot. I said, I think I got lazy. I forgot how to run this stupid thing. I was like, well, I didn't see you in chat, and I was like, where in the world did she go? But I didn't even see Edna in here.
Yeah, Edna's in there. Hi, Edna. Hi, Teely.
uh, boy, them turkeys are growing.
They are getting big.
Yeah, because heck, we just got them about 2 weeks ago, and I can't believe how much they grow. But Edna, you might have to go up there with that because it's interfering. But but no, I just thought I'd come on here and see if anybody had anything new to talk about. See how their day was going.
I'm thinking your turkeys are probably going to be as big as you, Larry.
I'd say probably bigger than me.
You think?
The neighbor boy, he's got some, and he tried to tell me his is 35, 40 pounds. And he's had
Oh
him for
my
about,
God.
he said he's had him about almost 2 years. And I said, heck, I figured you'd already butcher them by now. And he said, no. He said, they're just pets.
Yeah, that's the way Jacob is going to be with his.
Yeah, as long as they don't flog him.
Yeah. He could put a collar and a leash on him and walk him around.
We had a boy in 4-H with Michael, and that's what he raised was turkeys. And he had that turkey pretty trained with a stick. He could take that stick and hit it on the ground, and that bird would walk over there and set.
Really?
Yeah, but that's what he does is raises turkeys for the 4-H, and but he raises them big white ones, and like I said, they usually got bad knees and ankles, so they can't really fly very good. But these ones here's like wild turkeys. They say they'll fly away.
You'll have to clip their wings.
Yeah, I said their wings will get so big you got to clip their feathers back so they don't fly away. But but I'll figure out something.
That'll be safer than them flying out there and them coyotes getting them.
Oh, and that's like there this morning. There was like 8 turkeys across the road in the field, and I told Edna, I said, "Them turkeys, here's some other turkeys. They want to fly with them." Oh yeah.
Oh,
And then we got a new pet here. We seen in the yard tonight. We seen a nice big old groundhog going underneath the barn. I didn't even know it was there.
good. Maybe it has a family.
It might. Uh, there's one out at our hay barn where we store the hay for the cattle, and I'm gonna have to try to catch them and do something with them because they keep on. I think they got all the dirt moved underneath the building.
Oh no.
I move a hay bale and there's freaking a 4 foot trench in there. I tried to get Michael to reach his hand down in there and grab one out of
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, but he didn't do it, did he?
No, he said that he'd be afraid to grab a hold of a snake or something down in there. You just gotta be like that turtle man. He'll reach his hand right in them holes and pull them turtles right out. But yeah, no, I thought I'd come on here and tell everybody where I've been.
Well, that's good. You've been gone a long time.
Yeah, I had to restart whole. I had to restart Restream too when I started up again tonight because I ain't done a video in like 6 or 8 days, and I said, "Heck, I didn't realize they locked you out of it."
No, I didn't either.
Yeah, but so I just had to re-put codes in and restart it back up. But I tell you what, that cold really took it out of me and Edna. We was drained.
I bet. So,
But
what are you eating out of your greenhouse beside your lettuce?
just my lettuce. That's what I've been mostly eating. The lettuce is just going everywhere right now. Uh, the radishes ain't big enough yet. They're getting pretty close. They're trying to grow. The tomatoes are just starting to come up out of the dirt. Uh, like I said, we woke up to snow this morning on the ground, and then it melted off, and then it started snowing again through the day. But
Oh my gosh.
yeah, our weather's still kind of funky. One day it's 80, and the next day it's freaking 0. But
That's crazy. This weather change is what's making a lot of people sick.
yeah, I have another friend. She got pretty sick, but she's been getting the jab, and but I wish she wouldn't have got it now. But she said she wasn't getting no more. But it seems like every time she gets one, she's got a some kind of blockage off of it. But it's just hard to tell if that's what caused it or what caused it.
Right.
But no, but no, I ain't been really into anything. Like, besides, I did some work there the other day on the tractor, changed some oil and different things. And yesterday or today, I fed the cows and checked on them. I didn't see more calves, and but I'm up to 8 calves now, so
Well, you had
that's
a
good. Huh?
oh, hi WTH. So happy to see you. WTH is here from
Well,
CDC.
yeah, yeah, I said hi to him the other night over at Will's, but yeah, like I said, that's why I ain't been on here. I just thought I'd come on here and let everybody know we had a friend pass away, and me and Edna's been sick, but our turkeys are growing and chickens growing.
Well, that's
But
good.
I'm gonna do a video on our tow behind backhoe. It's a pretty nice little backhoe. If you got like a little farm or did odd jobs, it's a good little machine to buy.
Right.
If anybody wants to buy it, it's got a finger on it to rip stumps out and dig ditches and stuff. You could just throw your shovel way in. You can tow it around with about anything.
Why am I so little, Larry?
I thought you was pretty good size. Let
Yeah, I
me
bet
go
you
up.
do. I'm only as big as a pea.
Oh, okay. I see you.
And then you
I
see
was
how
look,
Larry's doing me?
I was looking at the wrong thing. I was looking at a different thing. I was looking at.
Yeah, I bet you was doing that on purpose, Larry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't even see you until
Oh,
you
yeah,
like.
she's as big as a pea. We'll leave her at that.
Yeah, I didn't see you. I was like, what's the deal with this? That's better. I
WTH says
told
she's
you.
gonna get you.
I told you them freaking 5 or 6 days that I was sick. I tell you what, it practically almost made me forget how to operate this thing. But yeah, that's a lot better. I was trying to do that earlier.
I
But
am so
like
glad you and Edna are feeling better.
oh man, did that take us out? I don't know where we caught it at, if we caught it at church or where we caught it at. Like I said, we did that fundraiser for our friend, and so that all worked out real well for us, and that got her taken care of. And but right after that, we both got a head cold real bad, and heck, we just couldn't hardly do anything.
Right. See, WTH and Teely are laughing at you because you had me pea size.
And I'm glad you said something to me, because I didn't realize she was that small. Because I was trying, because earlier I didn't even see you in the back room, and then I started watching the back rooms, and my eyes got off of the top of the screen. I was watching the back room, and I was like, because I didn't want to forget somebody back there again.
Yeah,
But
see how you do, Larry? I had to sit back there for 40 minutes and then I'm only pea size.
yeah, I'm glad you told me, because heck, you got my mind working again. Uh, but yeah, no, I'm glad that everybody's doing good. Like I said, I'm glad you're doing good. You've been healthy, and Teely's been good. Like I said, I'm glad I'm good now. I felt really
Yeah.
good this morning.
Thank you, WTH. I love you.
But yeah, I ain't talked to Pop Control probably for a week or two.
Oh, you know, he's busy down in Nastyville. He don't have time for us no more.
Well, I was gonna call him and ask him if he wanted to come over and get on the show tonight, but I just got busy, and I said, well, I just thought I'd come on and see if I lost anybody, but I guess I still got T Lee and you in here. I
Yeah,
guess it's something to talk
WTH
about.
and
And
Edna.
TH, yeah, but yeah, I'm glad everybody's doing well. Like I said, if everybody's got weather like I do right now, it is just wild.
Yeah.
Especially when it's 80 degrees, and then after it's 80 degrees you go to bed and wake up and snow on the ground, and it's like, what happened? It's
Right.
like it almost seems like the government's messing with our weather.
See, look at there. WTH says she loves your hair. See? I
Oh, I'm
told you.
glad. I keep
Yeah, you
telling
were
Miss
trying to
Blue
get back
Moon
on
I'm gonna
here so
shave
you
it
can
all
wear
off.
your hair.
Yeah, it's sticking up, Miss Blue Moon. But
Oh, Teely's been in bed since last Tuesday.
oh, I thought I seen she was feeling good lately.
Well, she's still got to stay in bed and rest till she gets completely over it.
Oh,
She is feeling better after a week, but
yeah. But yeah, I hope she's starting to feel better.
yeah, we're
Uh,
praying for you, Teely.
yeah. Uh, but no, I thought. Have you ever talked to Lily J and asked her about the cups?
I had texted her and she was on vacation,
Yeah,
so I'm not sure.
yeah. But yeah, I'm glad I came on to let everybody know where I've been. But
Oh, look, Edna's telling all your business. Y'all went through
okay.
5 rows of toilet paper.
Oh,
Or
heck,
two.
I see why there was a shortage during when this event kicked off. I
Yeah.
said, boy, you couldn't live without toilet paper when you had to blow your nose.
Yeah, that's 10 rows you and Edna had to have.
Probably so. I was like, man, is this nose ever going to dry up? And I just said, heck with it. I was going to start drinking some NyQuil. I cleared it up real fast.
There you go.
Yeah, I got some daytime NyQuil and some nighttime NyQuil. And about 3 shots of that took care of it. But,
Well, good.
I ain't been sick for probably 2 years.
Yeah,
And
but the way you go in and out and you go out in the rain and you was working on that water when it was cold and you do all that
yeah,
stuff.
well, that was my fault to tearing out water drinker up. And then I had to fix it. So, yeah, that probably didn't help it none either, laying out there in the snow and fixing that water leak.
I told you to quit drinking while you drive that tractor.
Yeah, right. I wish I'd probably get more done if I was drinking.
Yeah, that's true, huh?
Probably so.
So you had a baby calf since the last time you were on here?
Uh, well, yeah, I had the one. It was our first bull calf one. The one we got some cows shut up. We was going to get rid of because they're getting pretty old. And I said, well, they ain't pregnant. I'll just go ahead and get rid of them. And then I had them all sorted out. And then one of the ones that wasn't supposed to be pregnant that I was going to get rid of ended up having a calf. And it was the very first bull calf we had. And then I checked on them yesterday and ended up, or the 15th, I checked on them and ended up getting another bull calf. So now I got eight new calves.
And 2 of them are bull calves?
Yeah.
Oh, good
But
deal.
But yeah, I thought I was gonna have 20 casts, but by the looks of it, going to be 21.
Oh, wow.
So uh, so after they had their casts, I probably should be around about 40 head of cattle again.
Yeah.
To
Now, look, Larry, WTH said, Larry, considering what's been going on for the last 2 years, that's a good run.
yeah, I thought that was pretty good, but I usually take zinc and fish oil every day, but lately I ain't been taking it, and that was probably why.
Well, I bet you get back to taking it now, won't you?
Yeah, I started taking it again the other day, but yeah, me and Edna said, well, that we missed about 5 days there, not taking any zinc or anything. And I said, well, I'm getting back on mine
Yeah.
because I think that there was what's keeping our immune system way above normal, where we wasn't getting sick.
Yeah. So how are the kids doing?
The kids are doing really well. Uh, yeah, they're doing really well, and like I said, they've been enjoying these little chickens and turkeys a lot. Uh, but yeah, ain't nothing really that new with us. Besides, we was sick, and then we got better.
They
Uh,
enjoyed Easter.
oh yeah, they didn't know what to think. It's like this is the best Easter ever. They ended up,
Oh,
heck, it almost seemed like Christmas to me.
oh my gosh, that's wonderful,
Uh,
Larry.
yeah, they got basketballs and little toys and sand toys and stuff for when it warms up. So,
Oh,
but yeah, they're. I'll be glad when summer gets here.
I will too. I really
Uh,
will.
everybody says, well, then you got to worry about cutting hay, but usually it's nice out when you're cutting hay.
Right,
Nah, but usually when you're riding on a tractor all day, you do got the air moving.
right. You
Ain't
start
like
early in the
out
morning.
there pitching hay bales all day.
Yeah. You
But
guys start about daylight, don't you?
no, we don't start till about 10 o'clock.
Larry.
We start at 10 o'clock and we quit at dark.
Oh, that's a long day.
Yeah, we make sure the dew gets off the grass, and then we start.
Yeah, that's true
And,
because if you started about daylight, it would still have the dew on it, wouldn't it? It wouldn't dried
yeah,
out yet.
and then the hay would mildew.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
You can do it when it's wet, but then you got to wrap it and make silage out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's nice when you can get dry hay. But yeah, I'm glad we came on.
I'm glad you did too. Everybody's been wondering about you.
Yeah, I had a couple people ask me where I've been. I said, well, I've been sick. I said, I got a head cold and I didn't know where I got it from. I was like, it was just bad.
I think poor Libertas just gave up pretty much on the YouTube, except for on CBC. I figured we'd see him in here tonight, but I haven't seen him. Everywhere he goes, Larry, he goes in a chat and he's like, hello, and they ban him.
Huh. Wonder
They're
why.
banning him from all the chats. I don't know. I feel bad for him.
Libertas?
Yeah,
I wouldn't know why.
I don't either. He's a great guy, very nice, very respectful. I've never seen him say anything bad to anybody.
Well, he's always treated me well.
Yeah, and he can go into CBC's and he can come on yours, but other than that, everywhere he goes, they block him.
You
See,
know,
even WTH is saying he's a good one. Yeah,
but I seen him in Will's last night and he talked to me in there. And
yeah,
like I said hi to Shar and all of them, but no, I think that's what happens. You got certain people talks about certain people say they're bad, and they really don't know the whole story on anything. They just
right.
jump to conclusions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what? Everybody has been arguing and they've all been mad at each other. And it's like they just been dragging folks through the mud. But
well, that's what I'm saying.
yeah, but I just don't understand why they would do that to Libertas because I've never seen him do anything to anybody.
No, he's a good guy.
See, that's what WTH just said. They're doing that to a lot of people if they even think you're from CBC.
Well, there's some good people from over at Wales. Like I said, uh, they'll try to help you out as much as they can. Uh, I like watching Wales. They're first when I first started YouTube and helping different channels out, and It's like when me and you was both at Travis's. I way they talked, it Will was such a bad person, and after I watched some of his videos, I thought he was okay.
I've
And
always watched him. I was watching Will before Travis even
well,
had it.
it's the same thing that they did to Robert. They got Robert thinking he was such a bad guy, and now Robert knows that he's a good guy.
Yeah,
Because if
because of Will and Sage talked to him and explained to him what was going on, and they're just trying to help
well
him.
that and that's what I said. Some people just they take it the wrong way,
Well,
and
especially when you got a lot of people behind you chitter chatter and saying, their own opinion instead of stating the facts.
yeah. But
And then
yeah,
Robert, he didn't know what to think.
but I like watching Robert and Will, and like I said, I watch a little bit of everybody. I watch Bonnie, I watch Jeremy. I eyeball everybody when I get a
Right.
chance, just
Well,
to see
pretty
what
much
they're
all of
talking.
us do. And we jump chats and stuff and try to support everybody. But I don't know what's going on with the whole blocking of the people from CBC, like what they're doing to Libertas. I don't understand it. They want to unite. They want to pray for you. They want to talk about the Bible. They want to do all this kind of stuff. Help your neighbor, forgive people. Let's all unite. But they're steady blocking people. They ain't even saying nothing bad. I just don't understand it. Now I'll
Well,
probably get blocked everywhere I go, but I'm okay with that.
yeah. Well, it's just like I said. Sometimes you can have too many mods, and like I said, if you got good mods in there, they're supposed to protect everybody. You don't need all those mods.
No, that's
I,
true.
you know, if you got good mods in there, they try to treat everybody the same. They don't pick on people. You treat people the way you want to be treated.
That's because a good mod is not supposed to take it personal. They're there to protect the channel, keep out the rude things, the stuff that would get the channel taken down, and not put their personal feelings into it. But a lot of people are like, he said, she said, and want people to take their sides on, like, oh, watch
Yeah.
out for him or watch out for her and block them if they come in your chat, without facts of, well, why would you block them? Have they said anything? Did they do anything to anybody? So a
Well,
lot
that
of
makes.
people are getting blocked, and it's ridiculous.
Oh, I agree with you. And like I said, everybody that comes to the freaking to these rooms, they usually know the other person. That's what I said. If they're any friend at all and they see you in these chats all the time supporting that channel, why you used to be a dick to everybody, and just to start trouble, it just don't make sense to me.
Exactly, 100%. And it's like WTH just said, guilt by association. If the channel owners are good with each other, then the mods should respect that. Allow the peace. And that's 100% fact.
Oh, I agree.
But
But
that's like people that's got a problem with CBC. I'm here to tell you right now, I have no problem with them. I love Will, Mariah, and Meat Hammer.
well,
His boys are beautiful. They help
and
me. Larry, where would I have
oh,
been without them?
yeah, I know they've helped you a lot, and that's what I said. It's like, okay, I watched some of his today, and he was talking about turkey gobble gobble or whatever his name is.
Yeah,
Uh, that's the worst thing he can do is start firing at Ryan Upchurch. I've been following Ryan Upchurch ever since he started, and that's the worst thing he can do.
maybe he just does it to get attention. I'm not sure.
Well, there's too many people that'll pull for Ryan Upchurch because he's barking up the wrong door.
Yeah, Ryan Upchurch has a lot of followers.
Yeah, like I said, I follow him every day. Ain't like I know him, but I follow him, and I'm subscribed to all his channels. But uh, but no, I know he's a straight shooter.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what I like about him. He's a straight shooter. If he's going to tell you something, he's going to straight up tell you.
Right. And see,
But
that's the way Will is. Will is upfront and honest about everything. And all he's doing is trying to expose all these grifters so that people don't be hurt. But people attack him like he's so bad. And then they attack his family, which is the meat hammers, like they're bad people. It's like they put a mark on them. And like Libertas, what did he ever do to anybody? Look how much he did for me, Larry.
I know he's done a lot for you.
And nobody had to help me, but you know the people that you think are your friends, that you're there for them, and you know they say they're going to back you and all. Those are the people that fail you. And CBC and Libertas and them, the meat hammers, stood up for me, and they didn't have to.
Oh, I
But the
know.
people that I was loyal to and thought were my friends were the ones that failed me and betrayed me.
Well, it's just like I said, the group that we was in, me and you both was doing a lot there, and that's what I said. It just like I get phone calls and everybody's like, "What happened?" I'm like, "Don't even want to go into discussion what happened." There was
Right?
a lot of time and a lot of money. You know, it if you would add up the stuff that we gave for the show and our time and stuff, there was thousands of dollars in time there just to try to do something good for somebody, and it just went straight to heck.
I know. I wish none of it would have happened. I wish
But
that it would have been somebody different that like literally meant it, that literally cared about people and was gonna follow through with
you
the whole
know, if I knew that if it was going to play that way, and if I would have knew Will and them at the time, I would have probably went with them instead. You
well,
know,
I agree.
I was new at YouTube. I didn't know where to start and who to talk to, but
Exactly.
I've met a lot of nice people on here.
Well, hindsight's 2020, and if I would have knew then what I know now, I would have never stuck around. I wouldn't have been loyal like that. I would have had no part of it. But I was fooled.
But
And
that's
that's
like
what
I was
WTH
telling you
says.
about.
WTH says it's funny that it seems like the best people are the ones you may not talk to often, but when you need them, they are the ones that show up.
Yeah.
And that's true. And that's a true fact right there because I can tell you, I watched Will for a long time before I even started saying anything in his chat. And I would only say something like maybe once a week. But then
But
it's
what?
like when I was down, they all came and backed me.
But before we even knew him, what did they say? They're bad people.
Yeah, everybody said
That's
it.
what they told me and you both. But that's
Yeah,
what
they're
I'm
bad
saying.
people. Don't go over there. Don't get involved. Don't get in their chat. If they show
Yeah.
up, block every single one of them. All that kind of
But-
stuff, and they get blocked everywhere they go. I've seen it.
And that's what I said. It's like, and then after me and you start going over there, we started seeing different. And that's what I said. It's just funny how it just came around and slapped everybody in the face, and they're like, well, those people ain't like that. I don't know why you guys keep saying they are.
Right?
But
They're not. They're good people. They're good people. Will and Mariah, they are a beautiful family, and the Meat Hammers are good. They're all
well,
good people.
like I was saying, when we was trying to find ways to help you, and here they stepped up to the plate and they helped you.
Exactly.
And that's where me and you wanted to be the whole time, is where we can help others. And
Exactly.
here they ended up helping you.
And that's what it's about. Helping each other. People are struggling, and you watch these channels and people are too busy being mean and ugly and blocking people just for saying hello. It's like, are we not better than that? This is where we're at.
I think it's mostly because they think their opinions are different, and like nobody should agree with each other.
Well, then
But
they all need to quit talking about free speech.
like I said, if everybody's opinion would be the same, we'd be boring people, because we'd all be the same.
It'd
We'd
be
talk
very
about
boring.
the same thing. We'd be boring people.
That's exactly right, Larry.
We'd be very boring. But trying to think if I have anything else to talk about. Mm,
Let's talk about when you're going to build that chicken house.
I'm really debating if I'm gonna build it or if I'm gonna buy one. I kind of like to build one, but because I went and talked to the Amish, I wanted to buy it off the Amish, but the Amish said they couldn't get it to June 6th, but and I can wait to June 6th, but I wanted to build a separate pen for our turkeys. I wanted to make a turkey tractor, one of those hoop houses, for just the turkeys to be in, because they don't like being inside
Right.
because they're so big. The last turkeys we had, they kept on wanting to get up in the loft of the barn, and then they would poop all over the tractor, and I didn't want that.
No.
Because that gets to be a pain having to clean off the tractor all the time. So I said, well, I'll get a freaking cage and put them in and get them used to it. But yeah, no, the Amish said they can make one for, it was 20 feet long, 12 feet wide for $2,000. And I thought that was a good deal. Yeah, that's a pretty good sized building.
That sounds like a good deal. Hey, look,
Yeah.
WTH, going back to the other subject, she says, I think it's also because they're all on the internet. If it really came down face to face, people wouldn't speak that way to each other. I mean, most wouldn't. And that's true. A lot of these people, keyboard warriors, sit behind their little keyboards and they've got all kind of stuff to say and all kind of opinions. When face to face, would they really be saying that to someone?
Well, and that's like, you didn't know me from Adam and Eve when we met on Travis's.
Right.
And you know how much I've done for other people. It's on here. And,
Yes,
I try to
including me.
treat everybody like I'd want to be treated. And that's the way with you. You're never mean to anybody, and you always try to treat everybody well with respect.
That's the way we're supposed to be, Larry. And these are grown folks, you know, sitting around arguing and being mean and talking ugly and cussing and carrying on. And it makes me sad because they talk about uniting and standing together and there's so much going on in this world. There's bigger things to do than argue and block people and get mad because somebody just don't agree with you.
Well, it's like I said, like my mother-in-law, when she was still alive, she says, she set me and Edna down one time. We used to argue like cats and dogs, but she's like, life's too short, guys, to argue. And it really is too short
Right.
to sit around and argue. There's always something better to do than argue.
Well, yeah, arguing isn't productive. You should live each day to the fullest and be productive and be good to people and get things things done instead of spending all your time on the internet arguing and bickering.
But that's like, uh my friend on here, Pop Control. But
Right?
anyway, he's like, well, you need to watch the shows during the day. And I told him there last week, I was like, if I spend all my time sitting on here watching these shows all day long, I'd never get nothing done, You how are you even supposed to run an operation or farming or do a job if you're gonna sit on the internet all day? I couldn't do it all
Right.
day.
No, that's not productive. Like, how do you have a life or eat or pay your bills or do anything if you're just on the internet 24/7 in all these chat rooms?
It'd be a different story if you had a YouTube channel where it was making money.
Right?
But I ain't no big YouTube star.
Well, even so, still you have things around your house and things to do, a whole life outside the internet.
But
Oh,
yeah, I
WTH,
used
look, WTH says, I hope to move to some land and get some chickens one day. At least you all know how to do that. And here you go, WTH. Look, Larry's got land, and we're having him build us tiny houses. And we're all going to move to Larry's where he's already got the chickens and the cows and stuff.
and
Me,
goat
you, and me.
and the goats
Yes. And we'll
and
be
the
up there with
dog
the goats. Yep.
and a cat from hell.
Yeah. And Larry has a cat from hell in the basement.
It's a wild cat. He came from the city. He don't like it here. He liked it out in the city, I think. But he's so lazy, that cat, I don't think he'd even catch a mouse.
That is sad.
He won't even he won't even, I ain't even seen him sitting on that water trough looking at them chickens. I got a big wire cage over top of a piece of wire, but I ain't even seen him in there messing with them.
So he's just so lazy he just lays around and don't even pay no attention to him.
No, I think Edna's got him spoiled. She buys him these little cat treats, and I think made him lazy.
That's probably why then.
Well, when he first came here, my nephew got him from down towards it wasn't Oklahoma. It was in a big city. But anyway, he brought him here and he got a job here. And then he moved to town. So he's afraid to get him run over. So he said, I'll leave him here at your house in the country. He'll be better off. And heck, I think he ain't ever really went outside. So one summer, and then he came back in. He didn't want to go back out again.
Oh wow. Spoiled to living inside. T. Lee said she ain't milking no cow, no way, no how. So WTH said, we'll all pitch in and get a machine to do it. That way we can have cow milk and we ain't got to milk them.
I'll tell you what, it don't take long to milk a cow. I milk some of my calves that I milk. I can't. Our cattle will not survive on a bottle. I usually got to tube them all the time.
Right.
But there's a tube that you hook onto the bottle and you run it down their throat, and then just tip the bottle up and it goes right in their stomach. But seem like I can never get them to suck on a bottle. But I'll take and milk the mother out to get the colostrum out of her, so the calf will get it, and it'll give it all the good stuff it needs to survive as long as it sucks on that mother one time. And Heck, as soon as they suck on that mother, they're attached.
Right.
It's just funny how they're born and they know to just to go there. You know, you
Yeah.
stand them up, get them on their feet, and they go right to that milk sack. It's like they must have had a map for it or something.
Right.
I
It's
tell you
interesting.
what,
They
nature's
already
pretty
know.
funny. We
Oh,
just have,
Tilly did the milking when she was little. She ain't milking no more.
yeah, we'll have to give her the goat to milk.
Oh, Edna called last call.
Okay, but I'm glad you all came on here. Like I said, uh, I just wanted to come on here and explain to everybody why we ain't been on here. Like I said, we had a friend pass away, and then me and Edna both got sick, and that's where we've been. Now we're back.
Okay, now we're gonna have Tilly teach WTH how to do the milking, and she'll do it. She'll do it all. She said. We're all
Okay.
moving up there with you, and we're all gonna be a little family community.
That WTH, she'll have to gather the eggs in.
Yeah, she's gonna do the milking. She's gonna do everything.
Oh, she's going to do everything?
Yeah, she wants Tilly to teach her how to milk.
Oh, that's pretty simple.
Yeah, she's willing to do everything.
Yeah, I like doing everything, but I wouldn't want to do it every day.
Right. Well, we could all take turns.
Yeah, I wouldn't like it every day. I don't even see how. I think a jug of milk should be freaking $10.
For a jug of milk?
A jug of milk should be about $10, much as it work it takes to milk one.
Oh, okay, the real milk. I started to say
Yeah,
the milk in the stores ain't got a long ways to go.
yeah, but you know, a milker has to get up 3, 4 times a day to milk those cows.
Oh my gosh.
And heck, that's a lot of milk. And then that's what I said. It's just like with our beef cattle, you know, heck, we go to sell them at a sell barn or wherever. Heck, they only give us like $1.85, $2 a pound. And heck, the butcher's one that's making all the money.
Right.
Between the
Okay,
butcher and the store.
Tilly said she'll get the egg. She's not milking. And WTH said, oh, yes, I need to learn all the jobs. So when I get others to do it, I know when they are messing up.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I just thought we could bring some more animals on here and show them. Like I said, I seen Jeff Riddle and them showing their chickens there last night over at Z-Man's. I thought
Right.
I should show mine, but
Yeah.
yeah, Jeff Riddle, I think he's got some little banny chickens too, because I seen he had some white ones with feathers on their feet.
Yeah.
But heck,
WTH, it's okay. Larry will teach you how. Tilly ain't having no part in milking, but Larry will teach you.
oh yeah, well I'll have to teach her how to ride a tractor.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where us girls will be out on a tractor all day.
Yeah, I took my boy and put him on the tractor about 8 or 10 years old, and he did pretty good with that tractor. He learned a lot in one day, and heck, he was there every weekend learning something different. He liked it.
And now him and Tiara's constantly out there mud bogging on them.
Yeah, yeah, they got a couple John Deeres that they like balking around on, but I wouldn't
That
let
is
him do that to
cute.
my. But no, my son always tells me being on that farm tractor that ain't work. That's just fun. I got a friend that he lets when we have breakdowns, he lets us borrow some of his newer equipment, and he gave me one of his tractors that has air conditioning and a radio. And I was doing hay in it, and I had the air conditioner on, radio on. And my son came and said, "Heck, you're riding in a Cadillac. You ain't even doing no work."
Cadillac of all tractors.
Yeah, I mean, you got a freaking air conditioner on, and it's 100 degrees outside, and it's like 65 in there.
Okay, now see, me, Teely, and WTH, we'll ride the tractors. We're going to work on us a farmer's tan.
Yeah. I usually work on a farmer's burnt. I usually burn for the first time, and then I tan.
Looky there, WTH is spot on with a 12 gauge. She's going to do hunting too.
Oh, good. I'll have somebody to hunt with then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get very many people to go hunting with. I get my son and a couple of his buddies usually go with me. But we got a lot of ground to hunt. We got almost 500 acres we can hunt on.
There you go. What more could you ask for?
Yeah, it makes it pretty nice. But like I said, I farm this whole town, this whole ridge and this whole town about 14-mile radius.
Wow.
Yeah. It's easy for me and my buddy to put up 1,000 round bells in the summer.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of round bells.
Well, you better get off here before Edna comes down
Okay.
the stairs.
Thank you guys for coming on here. Like I said, I just thought I'd come on here and explain to everybody where I've been.
We're glad you did, Larry. We've been worried.
Yeah. But I'll talk to you later, Miss Blue Moon. Thank you for coming up here, and thank you, WTH and T Lee and Miss Edna.
Yes, Miss Edna.
But talk to you guys all later.
All right.
Thanks
Thank
for
you guys
coming on.
for showing up.
Yeah. Thank you.